Hello, viewers. This is Sentai Michael from Screw You Views, bringing you a new podcast from a segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language if you're under 18. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the first episode of Ryusoulger. So basically, the first episode starts off in a village at nighttime where a special ceremony is being held. Now we see the previous three of the previous Ryusoulgers be named Master Red, Master Blue, and Master Pink, passing their powers down to their successors, being Ko, who's now the new Red Ranger, and Asa, who's now the new Ryusoul Pink Ranger, and Mello, who's now the new Blue Ranger. So basically, so far we only see three out of the five previous wheels in the sessions. So basically, there's no sign of Master Black, or Master Green, or the sessions. Being Bam and Tao. Tao is the successor of Master Green, and Ben is the successor of Master Black. So basically, we only see the three current Ryusoulgers and the new three Ryusoulgers. So anyway, basically, it turns out that the Ryusoulgers live in a village somewhere in the woods, like the Gigaman, a secret village. Live in a secret village in the woods. So basically, after the ceremony, the masters pass their powers down, but they're still able to morph and whatnot. But still, their job now is to help them guide their assessors how to use their real soul powers to detect the earth from the dreadnoughts and whatnot. According to the elder of the village, who looks like the elder from Gigaman, I believe, or a Zoo Ranger, looks like the elder said that a long time ago, a group of weird beings called dreadnoughts who tried to take over the earth during the dawn of the dinosaurs. But when the meteor hit and wiped out the dinosaurs, they left Earth after the meteor hit and kill off the dinosaurs. So basically, now the dreadnoughts now come back to Earth and try to reclaim Earth as their own. So basically, the bad guys were here during the age of the dinosaurs, but once the meteor hit and kill off the dinosaurs, they left. So basically, now they come back now to try to reclaim the Earth as their own. So anyway, while on the trail, Ko Cole was on the tour with Master Red. So basically, was to making sure everything was alright. It was on patrol in the forest where the village is located. So basically, while on patrol, we see this girl who had a camera phone, doing a vlog about nature. So basically, Cole being curious. So basically, she's like Cole. She's like Cole has not seen a phone before, so basically he was kind of curious, and he went up to the girl and asking the girl like, what is this device that you are talking to? And Cole kind of scared the girl, she ran away. So basically that's what pull Cole aside and tell her that you should not be mingling with outsiders. So basically, that's when the foot soldiers of the dreadnought showed up and started to attack the girl that Cole scared off. So basically, turn out the dreadnought forces were led by this legit monster named Creo. So basically Master Red and Cole morphed up into the Red Ranger forms and start to battle the dreadnought foot soldiers. So basically Master Red told Cole to use your real soul and your real soul saber to take down the dreadnought foot soldiers. So basically, doing what Master Red said, Cole used his powers to take out the dreadnought foot soldiers, but Creo managed to get away. Got away and took the girl that Cole scared off. So anyway, basically, Master Red saying that, look like the dreadnoughts are back. So basically, the dreadnoughts are back. So basically, we need to go tell the others about this. So basically, they headed back to the village, and headed back to the village later that night. So basically, later that night, Cole was telling him about the girl that he met in the forest, and also about the dreadnoughts to Asa and Metal. So basically, you should. So basically, Asa and Metal was like, you should not be. Master Red is right. You should listen to your master. That you should not be. Mingled with outsiders. So basically, out of nowhere, the girl showed up out of nowhere. Was happy to see Cole again. She's got. I thought that I freaked out and went right to you. So basically, the girl was apologizing to Cole for freaking out and went away from Cole. So anyway, out of nowhere, the elder showed up and and told us that outsiders are not allowed in our village. So basically Cole Cole was trying to plead the girl's case to the elder, she got lost during the battle, meaning Master Red had with the dreadnought foot soldiers. So basically, the elder was like, okay, then you take her away from the village back to where she came from, and make sure her memory is erased. So basically, by the morning time, by the morning time, Cole took the girl, to her, where she was back to her tour path that she was on, and he was about to erase her memory. All of a sudden, so basically Cole is about to use some type of hammer, to erase her memory or some shit like that. So basically, before he erased the girl's memory, this giant monster called a Minosaurus started to attack. Started to attack the village. So basically, Cole was like you lucked out today. So basically, Cole went back to So basically Cole ran back to the village, ran towards the monster, the Minosaurus monster, and walked up into his ranger form and tried to stop the monster by himself. But lucky for him, Master Red showed up and helped Cole tried to stop the monster. But the monster, even with their best effort, the monster the attacks didn't damage to the monster. So basically, Asa and Mello and Master Blue and Master Pink, met up with the monster at the temple, where the others say that there lies special dormant Zords called Dynamite Zords inside the temple. So basically, what the masters working together with the assessors was able to stop the monster temporarily, but the bad guys being Creo and another bad guy named Tencha managed to sneak into the temple of the Ryusoulgers and managed to force the masters and the assessors to demorph. So basically, once the bad guys entered the temple, they all demorph from their ranger form. So basically, in the ranger form, they were not powerful enough to stop the Minosaurus that is attacking the temple. So anyway, basically Master Red and Cole went inside to stop the bad guys, Creo and Tanko from destroying the temple like the Minosaurus is. So while Asa, Mello, and Master Blue and Master Pink was trying to stop the Minosaurus to destroying the temple from the outside. So basically Creo and Tencha was trying to attack the temple from the inside, and the Minosaurus was attacking the temple from the outside. So basically, Master Red and Cole, got inside the temple and was trying to stop. Was trying to stop Creo, who was trying to stop Kia and Tenja. Now, Creo just watched Tenja to easily beat the crap out of Master Red and Cole. And while that was going on, Arthur, Mello, Master Pink, and Master Blue was having a hard time trying to stop the giant Minosaurus monster from destroying the temple from the outside. So basically, while that was going on, the monster. So basically, Tenja was like, I had enough of you two, and he left. He used to start to try to hit. So basically, he used a power attack against Cole, but Master Red used the wheel cells to attack Cole, and he ended up taking the full bill of Tenja's attack. So basically, Master Red shielded Cole from Tenja's attack, and he ended up taking the full force of the full bill of Tenja's attack that was meant for Cole. So basically, Master Red shielded Cole from Tenja's attack. So doing so, Master Red was badly injured from Tenja's attack. So basically, he was dying. So basically, in his last breath, he said that I will always be with you. I will always be with you, and I will always always be with you to guide you. So basically, he turned. So basically, Cole told Master Red to hang on. That I will try to save you. But that's when Master Red passed away. Meanwhile, outside, the Mighty Monster would release a powerful attack against the brothers A at Aqua and Mellow, and Master Pink and Master Blue put Asa and Mel out of the way, and they took the power of they took the full force of the Montezuma monsters attack, and so basically they sacrificed. So basically in the short version, it got Master Pink and Master Blue sacrificed themselves to save Asa and Mellow from the Monster attack. So basically, just like Master Red, they were killed instantly by the Monster attack, by the giant Monster attack. So basically, after that Mellow was horrified that their masters were killed by the Monster's fireball attack. So basically, they were in disbelief and whatnot. So basically, back in the temple, Master Red dead body transformed into energy that into Cole's real soul. I like to call it a real soul key, and so basically Master Red's body transformed into energy, and it transformed into energy that chose Cole's real soul key that he used to morph up again and start to kick this huge. Start to beat the crap out of the Tenko, start to beat the crap out of Tenka, and force him and Creo to retreat. So basically, the Monster was still attacking the temple. So basically, while Cole was battling Tenka and Creo decided to retreat. As since the Monster was destroying the temple anyway. So basically, at that moment, the temple was coming down on Cole's head, and out of nowhere, he was transported into a cockpit that started to talk to him. So basically, he was transported into a Megazord cockpit where inside the temple, where he woken up the Dynamite Megazord. So basically, Cole managed to wake up the Dynamite Megazord, and together with the Dynamite Megazord, he managed to destroy the monster. He managed to destroy the monster with the Dynamite Megazord. So basically, after the monster was destroyed by the Dynamite Megazord, the Dynamite Megazord separated into three dinosaurs, being Cole's Tyrannosaurus Sword, and etc. So basically, after Cole used the Dynamite Megazord, that's what I'm calling it. I started this called by its, that's what it's called in English. It's the Dynamite Megazord. So anyway, Cole managed to use the Dynamite Megazord to destroy the giant minus service monster and save Asa and the others and save Asa and the whole village from being destroyed. So basically, and the Dynamite Megazord separated into Cold Metal and Asa's free Dynamite Sword. So basically, the older said that your masters are gone now. Now your powers are connected to your Dynamite Sword. So the older said that the temple is gone now, but now your powers are connected to your Dynamite Swords now. So basically, the temple, that powers came from the temple. Since the temple is destroyed, and now the Dynamite Swords are awake, that your powers will come to your Dynamite Swords and your master. So basically, just like Master Red, Master Pink's body and Master Blue body, turned into empty and went inside Metal and Asa's real soul keys. So anyway, so basically, like so basically, Cole, Arthur, and Mel says now we will attack the Earth from the dreadnoughts and make sure the dreadnoughts never take over the Earth. So basically, they pledge to stop the dreadnoughts from taking over the Earth and whatnot. So basically, so basically, the elder told him that the other assessors of the other two masters had went outside. Turns out that the other assessors of the other two masters went out in the world to see how the world is. So basically, sooner or later, you guys will have to go out and find them and join forces together to stop the dreadnought. So basically, the episode ended with Cole, Arthur, and Malcolm open up and pledging to stop the dreadnought forces from taking over Earth. And pretty much this is how the episode ended. So basically, this was a good fucking first episode. Pretty much this was a good episode this was a pretty good good episode for the first episode of this Sentai series. So basically, this was not a bad episode. Really, this was a good fucking episode of Ryusoulger. So basically, I can't wait to see the next episode of Ryusoulger. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? This first episode of Ryusoulger? Was it good? Was it okay? Or was it just nah? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Michael from Full Review signing off. 1,